Now, if we're going to embroidery mode, we've got to change. Not only we have to get rid of this, but we need to get rid of this. So that's where your nice thing comes in here. That goes right on the screw, right in there. And you loosen it. Now you've taken the foot off. Now this took me a while to figure out, however. Once you figure it out, it's pretty easy. There is a lever right here, this part. See, I can squeeze that in. For whatever reason, you need to hold it like that. So, squeezed in. Now that this is squeezed in, this foot ends up going this way. This hoop is what's going to go around that screw. So, we squeeze our little thing down. We get right under here. And, booyah! Now I can let go. Now this thing kind of wobbles. I like to maybe hold it with my fingers. Maybe hold it in place a little bit. So it's, and we're going to tighten this nice and secure. Okay, now the embroidery foot is on. And you need that when you do embroidering. Okay, just for fun, we'll do the needle. That's the screw for the needle, and it will fall straight down, and you'll dull the point. So when you're, I'm just taking the thread out of the eyelet. When you're gonna do the needle, you should. Where's this coming from? Whatever. You should hold on to the needle and loosen the screw, and the needle just pretty much. Oh, and I just dropped it and slightly dulled the. I did that as an example. I just did that so you could see what it looks like. Okay. Here's another thing I learned the hard way. When you do embroidering, if you ever do decide I'm going to do embroidery, there's so many things that go wrong. The first thing that always goes wrong is what needle are you using? And this machine, when I bought it, came with this ortho needle. They're like 5 cents each. It's like the cheapest needle you can buy. If you're just practicing on the machine or doing some stupid stitches, yeah, use this, whatever. But then once you start getting into embroidery, I was having so many issues. However, I find that even the embroidery needles, which now I have a million of them, they're terrible. They just don't work. These embroidery needles, they're okay. I find that the jeans needle, which is for I think for stretch, maybe because I'm using stretchy material, these are the good ones for embroidery. So, and this particular brand puts a blue paint on it, so you know it's for jeans for some reason. Now, the needles. There's the flat side. The flat side goes to the back of the machine. The round side goes towards you. The flat side, this flat side, toward the back of the machine. Round side toward us. I have the flat side pointed toward the back. Sometimes this foot gets in your way, so you can go ahead and put the foot down to give you more room to get this right in there. Okay. I don't know why that's, maybe it doesn't, some machines don't like different brand needles. This is an Embroidery needle, which works great on my machine. On the Brother, you really got to, that just isn't right. Anyway. So, when it goes in, you can hand tighten it. And then just give it a little tiny little boop. There. Now it's tight. Now the awesome part of the automatic threader is to go behind this guy, go through this slit, go around number 7, and it catches. There's this knob up here. When I push the knob down, boom, it just threaded the eyelet. You just got to pull the string all the way through. Okay, now this comes off. First thing you learn about trying to embroider is that you have to put the stabilizer on the back of your material. And stabilizer is just basically this material. There's either washable one that you put it on and do your embroidery, and then you can wash it in water and it just evaporates. I like this kind, I guess. It's tearaway. You embroider and then you just rip it or leave it if you're going to cover it. But you need stabilizer to stabilize this. So here's the bottom piece. The screws go to the left. You lay your material over the hoop. And then there's an arrow here on this guy on the top, and there's an arrow right there. 2 arrows like to be together. You make sure there's a nice even, squeeze that in there, and then you can tighten that knob. Now I've got a pretty badass looking hoop here. When I put the embroidery unit on, the sewing machine is actually going to go, hey, you're attaching an embroidery machine. I need to calibrate. And you will see it right up there. It says, hey, first. Nearby plantations. Oh, there goes my shows. Okay, so now it needs to. Oh, let me mute this. Now it wants to calibrate the carriage. So I'm going to just touch OK on the screen, and it's just going to calibrate. So now it should be good to go. The foot is up. I can put this just slides underneath. See? These holes that will wedge in there, and then it locks. And if you need to unlock it, you got to pull this back before you can lift this up, because now it's locked in. It won't go anywhere. I don't think blue's going to work very good with. That's not a good color. Let's pick. Let's pick this one. It's like a beige. I don't know, something a little darker. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you bastard. 6, 7, and God, I love that threader. That's so awesome. Saves you so much time. You just gotta. All right, we can do letters. You can type out a name or something. Pattern is too large. Okay, sorry. We can do. I think you can USB to the computer, and if you have stuff on the computer, oops, you can do stuff like that. But there's like a few basic. There's like 70. There's like letters and welcome home. That's kind of lame. Let's try the butterfly. One color. The other ones, just so you know, you pick something. Oh, that's one color as well. Okay. You pick something else. It says, hey, this is going to sew 1 of 6. So the first thing it's going to show is the filling of the egg, and it wants a light blue. So you pick a light blue thread. And when it does that, you cut your thread, you rethread it, and you would go it would ask you, when it's done with that, it would ask you for that pattern. You can actually go into this pattern here, and you can go to the next color thread. So 2 of 6, it wants yellow for this egg. 3 of 6 is a lime green ribbon. See, so this is a 6-stage embroidery thing, and you have to change the color 6 different times. Now what I chose was the butterfly, and it's 1 of 1 because it's just basically one color. It's nothing fancy. So you pick that, and it's loaded into the machine, and you have to forward press put. Light turns green. Ready to go. Hit play. Go. So there's the metal lock here that you gotta pull back this way to the left, and now you can lift that up, pull this out, and voila! Not bad, huh? There you have it. Well, that's pretty much it.